Welcome to Booze and Glues, a justifiable excuse for two friends to spend time together, cross crafts off their to-do list, and, of course, drink. With glue guns and wine glasses at the ready, join Jessye Shepherd and Tabitha Davis as they attempt to simultaneously chat, craft, chug and charm. Will they consume alcohol? Definitely. Will they actually accomplish anything? Debatably. Will they bitch and complain? Inevitably. Will it be a bloody good time? Absolutely. And if things don't turn out just as planned, well, that's okay too. Because booze!
It's mostly a guide.
Okay. Yeah, I was going to say, when have you ever needed a stencil?
Do you want me to just stick my hand there? Tape.
What
about love? And it's over now.
Are you recording? I hope
I think he is recording.
I am, yeah.
He is recording.
Good. Keep that in there.
This is yours, right?
Yes.
Okay. Don't knock it off the edge of the table. Don't lose that wine.
I literally have seen you poured wine on this this rug.
I poured it on the rug, not the carpet.
Oh, okay.
I'm not a monster. I only do
hope
that
your
in
landlord
hotel.
doesn't listen.
I only do that in hotel rooms.
And that's whiskey. You're never going to see it.
Exactly. Doesn't stain like this.
So that's what all those stains were in those hotel rooms.
Yeah, I'm sure that's what they were. I was thinking more that Jessye would just be sad because her wine would be gone.
Oh, always sad when my wine is gone.
So, hey.
Hello.
Welcome back.
I kind of like if we just start our podcast
Talking.
mid-conversation.
That's usually what we do.
Just kind of, oh, hey, didn't realize you guys were here.
Oh, you guys are back.
One of the fitness ladies that I
Welcome.
follow has she always does that when she's promoting her
Turn around and be like, oh, hey.
yeah, she'll be pretending like she's working out and be like, oh my gosh, I didn't know you were there. I'm just working out with my protein powder. I'm like, you are awful. Awful.
I always hold this bottle of protein powder in my hand while I'm working out.
Well, and it's one thing to do it once.
Right.
But it's once a week. She's oh.
So now that's probably, she's like, this is my funny thing. Which, I mean, we think we have funny things too, right? But what if people are like, it's not funny when you do it every week. That's why we only do it bi-weekly.
That's
Yes.
This is a bi-weekly podcast.
things.
Whenever the hell we feel like it, we get together and craft and drink. So, tonight we are crafting what?
We are taking a window and writing welcome on it to put it outside my wedding.
Cute. And it's a really fun, turquoisey teal color right now. And Jessye refuses to have that around her wedding. So she's going to paint it navy blue. And I asked if she would sand it just a little bit so we could see the cute color just popping out.
I squashed her dreams.
Yeah, apparently that's not part of her scheme. Theme?
Same thing.
So, we'll be working on that. We're drinking wine because it's anti-inflammatory and my eyes need it.
Tab did something crazy today.
I got some it did not hurt at the time at all, but my eyes burn like a son of a bitch now. I got some permanent eyeliner going and I think it's going to be great.
I like it so far.
Honestly, even with my eyes swollen and everything and they're all greasy and awful, I was like, yay, I have eyeliner on. This is a huge deal. And
you don't have to do it every day.
Well, it's not even that. It's I don't have to worry that it's going to be halfway down my face and I'm going to look like a whore in 3.
Or up against the top of your eye.
I shouldn't say that. Oh,
a sex worker.
And, I mean, there are beautiful sex workers out there that have, on-point makeup. I just look trashy. Just running down my face. I was on Jerry Springer or something.
My best is like when you get out of the shower and you really like
Thought you
think
scrubbed.
you did it well, and then I look in the mirror and I'm like,
You got the raccoon. You're like,
Yeah.
nobody look at me.
and then by the time it's like that, is it like impossible to get off?
No, because it's really smudged in there.
In there,
Yeah.
because I scrubbed it in my skin.
Right. It's all hot. You opened your pores and you like trapped all the eyeliner
Yeah.
in your cheeks. It's the worst.
I heard
Nothing a
there's-
good makeup wipe can't take away.
I heard there's a certain way to shower. Like you're
I
supposed to
don't know.
certain order because
Yeah, you're supposed to get your face in last or something.
it was.
Oh, I have a shower order. I do the
Do you-
same thing every day in the
I
shower.
do too. Yeah.
So do I, but I heard like apparently I was doing it wrong.
Give or take shaving my legs.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't,
Usually-
especially in the winter.
usually take. Wait, or give. Which
Yeah,
one
I don't
is
know.
Oh.
it? Usually not. Is what I was trying to say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, in the winter I hardly.
I listened to this girl
Cold,
like do this whole thing about how she just quit shaving her armpits, and it's like the most freeing thing, and why the fuck do we have to shave our armpits and everything? And I just was listening to it and I was just like, she's totally right. Like, I have been conditioned. I mean, I started shaving my armpits when I was like, 4 and didn't even have armpit hair. But like, so I don't think I could handle it because like it would feel weird to me, even when like my leg hair is long, it like bugs. And that's,
Oh yeah.
because we've been like conditioned to live like this. But I'm like, why do we shave our armpits? What the fuck? Why is that a thing?
My aunt doesn't.
And why is it a thing that only girls have to do?
Some guys do.
Do you shave your armpits, Brad?
Are you kidding me? I literally am like the kid in school known for having like the hairiest armpits.
Because were they red and curly?
No, they are curly, but they're not
I'm
red.
so interested to find out if the boys' armpit hair is going to be red and curly like their hair is.
Oh gosh.
That is going to be so funny.
Do you think?
I don't know. I feel like their dad's was kind
you
of
worry?
reddish. I mean, if it looks like you've got a little ginger Jufro underneath your armpit, it's gonna be a hard time.
A ginger
You're
Jufro.
already a ginger. It's already you're headed into bad.
rock. They rock. They have so much confidence. It's amazing.
You should try to give them Irish accents at least.
Remy's favorite thing is to go around talking like a little English boy.
At
His
least that
accent
works.
is so bad.
That is great.
But it's adorable. Yeah. So my eyes are burning like crazy, but I think it's going to be worth it in the long run. I'm going to be so happy.
Well, then get laser removal for your armpit hairs.
Oh, I could. Electrolysis. I don't even care about that.
Oh,
I
okay.
just care about my like eyeliner not running down my face or just rubbing off, because that's the worst is you put on this like gorgeous eyeliner and then your eyes water and it just like rubs off in spots, so you have like half done eyeliner, and it's better to just not wear any. So I don't wear any, but now I do always, forever.
Well, good luck.
It's pretty great. I'm so excited. Yes, and I probably look slightly high right now because my eyes are so red and puffy. But
Crying.
I really don't think you look near as bad as you think you do.
I think I just feel bad. So
That could be.
it's like when you go to the dentist and like something's numbed and like your tongue feels like it's like 4 times as big as it is because like it's the numb or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's what's going on more. Is I'm like very aware of my eyelids right now. That's not something you normally think about.
Not normally aware of your eyelids, no.
You having a hard time with those paint pens?
Yeah, it's like not working.
Do you want to try it on something else? Here, do you want to write on a coaster?
I think it's.
Oh, snap.
Yeah, there we go. That's what it's all about.
That was just a good excuse to get up and get this noisy package. Some natural Foley. So I was in Target and I saw these
Okay, I'm obsessed with everything orange creamsicle right now.
Well,
Freaking
then you're gonna enjoy
Twizzlers.
this.
that are orange creamsicle, and they're really filled. And I was like, this could be the worst thing or the best thing ever. It's the best. We were a little unsure at first. They smell so good. And at first we were like tasting them going, because I brought them to trivia last night. And,
Wow, you share them with everybody before you share them with me.
Well, if you would have
right.
come to trivia,
we
you would
invited
know.
you. Don't even. We could have used you guys hardcore. 'Cause
Yeah.
last time we did music, Blake was like a huge help with all the like,
Rap.
yeah, like the 90s, 2000 rap stuff. Like, oh my gosh. It was kind of brutal. I mean, we knew some stuff, but that looks so cute. Is that going to be thick enough?
I mean,
You're going to go in and thicken.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we have here some Twizzlers cream-filled twists. They don't say they're licorice, but they do say that it's the flavor of Florida on them.
That's
Yeah.
interesting. I didn't know that was like strictly Floridian.
Orange cream things are amazing. Like, I love orange cream popsicles. I don't eat them anymore, but I can make orange cream flavored-ish things myself. Yeah, like the orange cream sodas. So good.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I've ever had anything orange cream flavored and been like, not great. But yeah, so I don't know how those will go with red wine, but we can find out. That looks really nice. I really like your window. I have a thing I love old windows.
Yeah, me too.
They're just the greatest.
That is a true statement.
Now I have a question because a lot of your wedding stuff is navy blue.
Okay.
Is navy blue going to now be incorporated into your home decor?
It already is.
Is it?
Yeah, we've got that like rug in the living room and the throw pillows and
I didn't know the rug was blue. Maybe I'm thinking of the old rug.
it's blue and white.
Okay.
Can I wear my tuxedo with a navy blue vest?
Why? So
Are
you
you
look
wearing a
like you're part
tuxedo?
of the wedding. Remember how he told us he bought his own tuxedo?
When he was like 5.
He's like the nerd squad.
Yeah.
I really like just the shadow effect of that on like the stencil behind it looks so cool.
Well, it's coming off.
Oh, boom. Never mind.
Well,
Woo!
Ooh.
Oh my gosh. I can't believe that's your handwriting. Jessye, you suck.
I expect a thank you card in your handwriting.
It's so gorgeous.
I will handwrite all my thank you
Your
cards.
handwriting should be a font.
I'm not. I tried to do that once. Actually.
For real? Like
Yeah.
make it a font?
Mm-hmm. It didn't work.
Jessye font. Did you put it into? I don't know where you'd put it into.
I don't.
You need to go to a font company. Fonts.com. No, I don't know how to do it, but I know that you can make a font.
Yeah.
The whole concept of it is like slightly mind-blowing to me. And I'm sure that's just because I've never like done anything like that. So it's probably not that actually that difficult. Not that actually.
I tried. It was a long time ago, so
Dude.
maybe I'm smarter now, but
I'm on Benadryl and wine. So don't look at me like that, Brad. Yeah, we've definitely gotten smarter. I bet you could figure it out. We're so resourceful with our craftiness now. I feel like
why?
just all the experience we have. We're like
That's true.
semi-professionals.
Yeah.
Sure.
So I bet we could figure it out. That would be so great. Are you going to name it Jessye with a Y?
Sure.
Are you going to name it after Booze and Glues?
Sure.
Oh, so
We could have our own font, and then we could use our font in our logo.
yes. Not last Wednesday, but the Wednesday before that, I was talking to Tab, and I tried to, and I mentioned you guys,
Mm-hmm.
but I did the whole,
Jake and Blessy.
yeah. I was like,
It's always funny because, like, that's my brother's name.
Mm-hmm.
right.
I call Jake Blake all the time.
Yeah. It is a little confusing.
I should have said hi to him. I was going to go up and be like, hey, Jack, let me take a picture with you, and we're going to send it to your sister, but that would have been creepy.
Your brother.
Yeah, he texted me. He's like, I'm at a concert with your brother. I was like, okay.
I didn't know you guys hung out.
What? We're like BFFs.
I like that you said Blake plus Jessye because we ain't about that ampersand life.
I know. I had the ampersand, and I was like, I'm not feeling it, so I put a plus.
That's cute. That's really cute.
Well, at least you didn't do a minus.
Yeah.
That's not nice. Well.
Yeah, today we went and got our marriage license.
Oh, that's right. You were going to tell me about the exciting thing you did today.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think exciting is really quite the word.
Ecstatic.
But,
Exuberant.
I think it's exciting because it's like an official thing and it's moving along but the whole just like court process thing is not that fun.
well, and so the county clerk just got like a new, like, building. So it's like this.
Did you get to go to the one in Chico?
No.
Yeah, you had to go to Oroville. That's why it wasn't exciting.
Yeah. And,
Here's your license and here's some meth.
so we go in there, right? And Blake had to go to the bathroom right when we got in there, and there was no line. So,
because he has the world's tiniest bladder.
yes, he does. And, so like I couldn't get in line without him because he needed to be there. So I'm like kind of, just roaming around the lobby, like waiting. And then while I was waiting, somebody else got in line, and so we got behind the lady. And I was like, so we're waiting. It was like maybe 2 minutes. And then the next lady opened up and she starts helping us. And then she goes back to the printer to get something, and she passed by another worker and she's like, thank you so much for helping. Like, I don't know why we're so busy right now. And then, like, one other lady was in line behind us. And like both Blake and I looked at each other and were like, if this is your busy, like, I want this job.
Right? But I mean, are you able to like request stuff online or by phone? Maybe they were being inundated with other stuff.
There was no inundations to be seen.
They're just like all chill. They're like, I can't believe I have to work. Well, when it was exciting when we went and got our marriage license because it was at the San Francisco County Courthouse.
Right.
So that was like a little San Francisco trip. And I don't remember what we did besides go get our license. But I do remember that there was like a shit ton of people that were getting married at the courthouse. Like,
there was one couple about to get married.
so many.
You should have jumped in on it and just...
Well, that's what I
sat
said.
in.
I'm like, Blake, are you sure you don't want to just do this right now? He's like, no.
Well, I meant jumped into their wedding, just
Oh.
kind of...
No, I was on my lunch break.
You went all the way to Oroville on your lunch break?
Yeah, and actually,
A long ways.
it only took me an hour and 10 minutes.
That's not bad.
And so I didn't even have to take extra
Good
time.
thing they weren't any busier.
Right?
It's funny.
Well, and then the best part was I had gone online this weekend to like, because we didn't have to necessarily do it soon, but you can get your license up to 90 days before you get married, right?
Yeah.
And
it's one thing to like check off.
right.
Done.
So I was like seeing what we had to do, and you can fill out the application online. So I like did that, but I didn't read that you had to then go in within 5 days.
Oh.
So like I submitted it, and it was like, okay, come in within 5 days. And I texted Blake. I'm like, shit, we gotta figure out a time to go this weekend. And he's like, what? Like why would you do that? And I was like, well, I didn't realize it was 5 days, but like we might as well have a deadline. We have to do it eventually.
Right.
And he's like, okay. He's like, I guess we can do that this week. And he was like really hesitant. And I was like, I don't know what's going on with him. Right. It was kind of weird. And then like 3 days later, he was texting me and he was like, so like, what's going on Thursday? Like, we're just going like after lunch or like at your lunch. And I'm like, yeah, like, is that all right? Do you have something else to do? We can pick another day. He's like, well, I'm just confused. So like, technically we're going to be like married on Thursday.
Oh, he was like, wait, no.
I was like, I wish you would have said something like 3 days ago when you were like hesitant at first. This whole time you thought we were getting married like this
Randomly
week.
at the courthouse on your lunch break. And then we'll have a wedding. Oh, funny.
It was sweet.
That's
I mean,
cute.
How would he know? Like, it's not like he's ever gotten married
Done
before.
it before,
He doesn't
yeah.
know how it works.
It's all brand new.
But,
You're like, no, this is just the piece of paper
Yeah.
that says it's official when we do.
I said, it's just what we all sign when we get there.
You just jump through a bunch of hoops. When you think about it, it's totally bizarre.
It is. Well, and it ticks me off, too. So, it's like, it's $100, right? Just to
Right.
get the license. And then they're like, okay, once it's all signed, you mail it in with another $15 to get the certified copy. I'm like,
Yeah.
you charge me again?
Yeah, I was trying to think because I felt like it was way more expensive to get it in San Francisco County, but I thought it was only like $90. So maybe they raised their prices recently.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean-
$95, I think I spent.
Yeah.
With a $2.75 convenience fee. For what? I don't know. I had to drive to Oroville. What the fuck's the convenience?
Well, they opened up that other window for you.
Right?
I think at the time I was like, oh, it's going to be more expensive to go get it in San Francisco. Also, we have to drive to San Francisco, you know,
Yeah.
and like have this whole thing beforehand.
Well, yeah, Blake was like, why get married? That's expensive. I was like,
Yeah.
that's how they can afford this brand new building.
It's fancy. Yeah, I was going to say, I don't think it was that much. I think it was way less. They probably just, doubled their fees on everything and then went, guess what, bitches? You bought this fancy marble.
I wouldn't say there was any marble in there.
Oh, I thought you were going to be like, I wouldn't say bitches. And I'm like, oh, come on. You know. It's Orville. Yeah.
And the lady, you could tell, like, just hated her job.
Mm-hmm. Everybody who
hated
works
it.
for the government does. Like, at any level. They're just miserable human beings.
Yeah.
The president,
He's a monster.
but loves his job.
Does he?
Does
He
he love
just,
it?
I don't know if he loves his job. He doesn't even do his job. He, like, lays in bed and watches Fox News until 11 o'clock.
And loves it.
Yeah. Well, if that was my job. Ew, I would not want to lay in bed and watch Fox News till 11 o'clock.
I would.
And tweet. No, I think that he loves the spotlight being on him. That's what it's all about. Let's just be.
And that's his job.
He just, you know what? Every time we say his name, like, I don't know. I was gonna say something awful, but I'm not.
So say your man.
He, like, I think literally just, like, is so excited that his name is, like, in everyone's mouth, whether it's good, bad, or indifferent. Like, everybody's talking about him. So, no publicity's bad publicity. Apparently.
That's what they say.
Oh, yikes. Well, speaking of say you're a guy,
How was your trip?
I went and saw the Dollop live. Well, first we went to the baseball game. So this whole thing has been kind of like this kind of mess because when we first were going to San Francisco, the show got canceled. And then when it was rescheduled, it was going to be on like opening weekend. And so we're like, hey, let's get those Giants tickets. We'll go. Well, the night before his game got rained out. And then our game was supposed to start at 1 and it got pushed back to 3. And so I was getting like nervous about, are we going to be able to still make the game or make the show? Because, you know, by the time you get out of the game and get to the hotel and change and all this stuff. And so my parents came down with us. The boys were there. I kept like joking with my dad, like literally said to him, like, I hope this thing doesn't go 14 innings and you guys are stuck with my kids. Son of a bitch went 14 innings. So
14 great innings.
Well, yeah. It ended up well, which was really good because I was super concerned about my dad having to be stuck with Remy for the next 3 hours, like losing his gourd over them losing or something. So, my dad had never been to a Giants-Dodger game.
I
was
never have either.
Me neither.
It's so fun. It's wild. But, yeah, super fun. He could not believe, like, the trash talking and the booing. Like, he was like, holy crap, this is insane. I'm like, oh, yeah, but, I mean, it's all in good fun to me. Like, I don't, you know, the whole row behind us is all Dodger fans, and we just, like, chatted with them and, like, exchanged jabs back and forth the whole game.
Yeah.
They're, you know, rubbing it in when they score and likewise. But... So when we were leaving, we left at the 9th inning. So we watched like the full game, and then we were like, we better go. Thank goodness, because honestly, I mean, it didn't end until we were already like on our way to the show. So, so we left, went and changed, listened to the rest on the radio. Turned out really well, obviously. Remy, I guess, got pretty downtrodden while the Dodgers had scored. I guess it was in the 14th, because they had scored in the top, and then when the Giants were up in the bottom, that's when they did the walk-off. So I think he was like bumming pretty hard, and my dad kept talking to him and stuff, and you know, then he perked up and was real happy afterwards. But
He's a sore loser.
Oh, it's not even like sore. He just gets so emotional about it. Like, he just is so
it takes over his whole being.
Upset. It ruins his day. Like,
where does he get it from?
Adam. Look, I'm all about I love my team and I cheer and I'm into it and like I'm present for it. But like once it's over, I'm like, next game. Like, I just let it wash away. Adam like will brood for a day about something. He used to be really bad about it, and I was like, dude, you gotta cut this shit out. Like, I can't have my life like
be about
emotions evolving around freaking if the Giants are winning, if the Sharks are winning, if the 49ers are winning. Like, moved on.
Don't make your life depend on if the 49ers are winning. Your life is always gonna suck.
Right.
Whoa.
Recently.
Whoa. Okay.
They've been good before. And then, I'm just saying, I don't see the light at the end of the tunnel.
The Sharks, like, you'll be like so happy and all through playoffs, and they always choke at the end. And it's like, nope, that didn't happen. You know, I don't know. I'm like, you can't. I try to explain to Remy, like, there's so many games in a baseball season.
Yeah.
You can't worry about every game.
Them all.
It's hard when you're there and you aren't winning, you know?
Yeah, that is true. You made your way out.
I wouldn't even care if my team lost. It's that it's a good game.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I've been to baseball games where it's like
they're just getting slaughtered, and you're like, this is not fun.
It's 14-1, and it's only the second inning. Yeah, this is going to be well. I'm enjoying this.
Everyone's just pissy. Yeah. No, it was a really good game. And I told the boys before we left, if we lose, I want you guys to be gracious losers. And if we win, make sure you rub it in those guys' faces. Because they were really razzing us the whole time. It was pretty fun.
Oh my God. Speaking of baseball, I'm starting to get real frustrated. Because I was super stoked on these Chico Heat season tickets.
I know.
And
you
then
guys are going to miss tons of games.
Yeah, well, I'm going to miss that like whole first week of home games. Like literally 8 home games when I'm on my honeymoon.
Well, sorry, continue.
Yes, I know people will get to go and it's going to be great and that's fine.
For all the people that are not her.
Who get to go. And then, well, I mean, this is very exciting. Don't get me wrong. Like, it's going to be fun. But in July, I'm going to Vegas to see Kevin Hart.
Oh, gosh.
Oh, that sounds so much fun.
It's going to be freaking awesome with Blake's mom and his sister.
Oh, cool.
And
but you're going to miss another homestand.
Yes.
Dude.
Wait, is Blake not going?
No.
Oh. Well, then.
Blake's like, I'm going to go to the games.
I was going to say, I'll go with Blake to the games.
Well, yeah, I know. But I'm just like, what in the world?
Yeah.
And then
you get to go to lots of events.
I know, I will. And my bosses are funny because they're like, you bought season tickets? Like, you're going to regret that. And I'm like, I did not ask for your opinion.
You're going to regret that.
And then they're
Why
like,
would you regret it?
Well, yeah, they're like, it's going to be so hard to find people to go when you can't go. I'm like, I'm not worried about, like, if nobody wants to go and nobody wants to go. Like,
right. Yeah.
I paid for the tickets. I don't care.
Yeah.
And they're like, well, but then you're like, you feel like you got to go all the time. And I'm like, I live like a 10-minute walk away.
Yeah.
And I love baseball games.
The time.
That's why I bought season tickets.
Right.
And, like, if we can't make it one night, I'm not going to cry.
Yeah.
And, like, why can't we go for like a few innings? I don't feel like
Right.
I have to be there from 7 to 9:30 every
Yeah, 'cause
night.
you already paid for it. Like, yeah, I was gonna say a lot of the people that go to like the season, like that hold season tickets, don't go and watch every game and stay the whole entire time. You know, if it's 112, they're like, yeah, you know what? I'll get the next one.
Well, I think it's funny because my bosses just aren't really baseball fans.
They just
like
don't
they
get
kind
it.
of like it, like
They don't know.
But and so I'm like I don't think you get it. Like I love being at a baseball game. Like
Yeah.
if you don't love being at a baseball game, then no, season tickets to your local
no,
baseball
but, like,
team isn't gonna be
literally
exciting.
just being there is like a special feeling.
Yeah.
That is, yeah.
Well,
totally.
and then the best part was my boss goes, well, you know what I like about Chico Heat games? He's like, I think they're better than Giants games. And I was like,
What?
Huh?
I'm like, what? And he's like, well, yeah, like the Giants games are fun, like they're crazy, like you get to hear like an organ every now and again, but like the Chico Heat games have like so much more going on. And I was like, what Giants games have you been to?
They've got amazing crab sandwiches at the Giants games.
Yeah, I'm like,
amazing
the
everything.
food is better. I'm like, there's stuff in the middle of like every single like inning,
There
every
is
single
always
switch,
something
every
going
single
on.
everything.
Music and yeah.
There's cameras on you. You're like always hoping you're gonna be on like the big screen. Like,
You get a people watch.
Oh, that's the funnest.
yeah, it was just hilarious. He's like, I do like them better than Giants games. I'm like, whoa. Like, I like it. I love a Chico Heat game,
But that's sacrilege, my friend.
You should just point to the door and say, "Get out."
he in his defense, he is. Or I don't know if this is his defense.
I was gonna say if you're gonna say he's another team
He's
fan.
a Dodger fan.
Oh, fuck him!
Yeah.
That's not in his defense. Did you tell him?
But like, I think he would have said the same thing about a dog. Like, if we
tell
lived
him,
near LA, he would have said
shut
the
your
same
mouth when
thing
you're
about a
talking to
Dodger.
me. I can't. Oh, no. That shines a whole new light on the whole thing.
It was an interesting conversation I had, and I was like, if you don't like baseball, that's fine, but don't tell me I made a mistake by
Poor choice, Jessye. Poor choice. No, yeah, I don't.
It
I
was
think
fun.
that some people just they don't get that, and that's not their thing, and
that's
that's fine. Because guess what? Like, people get really into like WrestleMania, and I literally could care less about nothing.
Courtney spends hours on
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Courtney spends hours playing video games with his
Oh,
son, and that
yeah.
sounds awful to me. But he likes it, and I don't ever say like you're gonna regret playing all these video games.
That sounds like torture to me. Like, if my kid pinned me down and made me play video games with him for hours, I'd be like, kill me now.
Depends on the game.
I mean, I'll play like the Wii with the kids, but if it's not like something active, even then I'm just like, okay, 20 minutes, I'm done.
Yeah, I'll do Wii too sometimes, because the Wii, I get really anxious playing games like Halo and stuff like that. I don't like
The
like
anxiety,
scary,
stress.
Scary
of, like,
isn't the right word, but like always wondering who's gonna come around the corner
you're
and
like walking on
shoot
eggshells.
at me, and
yeah,
I don't like that.
like I'm about to die. Yeah, no, I'm happier playing low stakes stuff like ski jumping.
Yeah,
It's fun.
these pens are really bugging me.
No. It's all about like Call of Duty and stuff.
No, don't Call of Duty us. That's just the only game you know, Brad.
Battlegrounds.
I straight up, when I started dating again, was like, I'm not dating any grown-ass man that plays video games. Not happening.
Well, Blake always had like he always had an Xbox at his house, and I knew that like they played sometimes, you know, but like there was never a time where he was like, oh, like I have to go, I need to play video games,
Yeah.
or like I can't talk right now, I'm playing video games, or like
Yeah.
I would be over and he'd be playing, but that never ever happened.
Yeah.
And sometimes he'll get like in a little thing where like he
Trying to beat a game.
yeah,
or
he
something.
got a
He's
new.
Really...
He doesn't even try to beat him. He never gets that far. He's not very good. I don't think. But so like he'll
Blake's
play,
gonna be so pissed. He's gonna be like, I'm fucking
He
badass.
does not listen to these. But yeah, like so sometimes he'll play some like, but it's usually when I'm not home,
Right.
And I don't give a shit.
Yeah. No, if that's like
but if
your
it takes over your life,
priority
get out.
of like
Get out.
than doing anything else, bye.
But what
Get out.
See, I always had a like group of friends where it's like, okay, hey, Saturday night, 8:00. Hey, let's play a game online.
But that's like I'm gonna do that thing at that time.
Right, we schedule it like that, and,
And
if
it's
you're
a
not gonna,
hangout. Yeah.
I mean, like if we're not gonna
You're
make,
hanging out not together. That's the worst part.
yeah,
That's
it-
right.
You're logging on at your house and playing
Yeah.
against them.
Right.
But I mean, was several years ago, like a decade ago. We were all. It was me and a couple of other friends. We were on a trip in South Lake Tahoe.
You on that 64?
Now, and we're enjoying ourselves, and someone's like, "Oh, I got to go back because I got to go back to work and the next day and whatever." And we're like, "Okay, he's got to go back early," so we like left early from our trip. Come to find out, he didn't have work on the way there. He's like, "Yeah, I really don't have work. I just, since we're already on the way back, I might as well tell you the truth. I play WoW, and I got to get back because we're about to do a raid." And I was like, "Are you fucking kidding me?"
Oh dear. Yeah.
Or kill someone.
That is when things have gone too far. I mean,
We going to Tahoe? Sorry.
that's
kidding.
right.
I'm
We
kidding.
are.
Are we?
It's gonna
You're
be
not.
so hilarious.
We're hilarious.
I think this is gonna be so hilarious because I feel like the grandma in this situation.
Oh, stop.
And you're gonna need a stripper, so
we're gonna be going out to clubs and I'd be like, okay guys, I got the super glue and the safety pins, and if anybody needs hand sanitizer, like
I've already put in my phone number. Just hit speed dial 1. It'll
I put
call
my
me.
number in all your bras, so if you get lost, you can find me.
We are all at very different stages in our lives.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, and there's only 4 of us.
Right.
So, like,
We got the I just turned 21,
yeah.
hardcore party.
Well, she's 22 now.
Right. But still, in my timeline, being 22 means you just fucking turned 21.
She is like still like drinking like all the time.
I'm slightly concerned because she has Blake's genes, and that fool can drink anybody under the table.
Yeah, I think. Well, she says she can drink a lot. I don't know. I had never seen it.
Take the challenge.
No.
Well, and hopefully she can go. She says she's got like drama at work, and she doesn't know if they're gonna accept her time off or something.
Jeez.
I don't know. I don't understand.
We have Jessye, who's engaged and has a house and
Well, and I just
a career.
and I like haven't been drinking really lately.
Right. I mean, Heather's got a pretty badass career.
She does, but I never
I mean,
see
she's
it.
in a long-term relationship and stuff. I don't feel like you guys are in way different spots
Yeah.
in your life.
There's mostly
then there's
3 different stages.
Tab, who's been around the fucking block a couple times.
She got kiddos. She already been married, done that shit twice.
My stepbrother was going on 4 by the time he was, I think, 30.
He was going on 4.
Yeah.
Marriages?
Oh, whoa. In my head, I was like 4 years old, and I'm like, is this a way of saying he's really immature? Because going on 4 when you're 30 just seems like, are you potty trained? Let's see, is it raining?
I don't think so.
Look, I am fine with everything except for the fact that I look like I'm pregnant.
Do not.
Tabitha has
am
baby on the
fine
brain.
with having a fat ass and fat thighs, and I even don't mind my face being chubby.
Jess, you missed it. Yesterday,
Oh my god.
What happened?
this girl,
Oh, she had some booty.
Some booty?
You would have loved her.
booty for days.
And she got up and rapped a song for karaoke.
Mm-hmm.
Her hair was glorious and natural. I loved it.
Fro.
I was like, oh my god, I love her
I was
hair.
gonna say, when
and
you
Brad's
say natural, she must have been curly.
and well, yeah, but I mean, it bothers me that people feel like they have to straighten their hair or
Yeah.
something. Like, that's just such bullshit. So I'm just like, every time I see a girl with like natural hair, I'm like, fuck yeah.
Mine is just like so in between like it's not curly. I wouldn't even call it wavy. It's just like kind of like
that's what I always said. It's like
bent
stringy.
in some places.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's not cute.
But I mean, then I work with a girl whose hair is like so stick straight. It can like be wet. It dries perfectly straight. I'm just like, that's not awesome. How did you get that? Like,
but she probably had a hard time curling it.
She does. Yeah, I see the girl and I'm like, oh my god, look at her hair. And Brad's like, did you see the butt on her? I'm like, yes, Brad. I also noticed her ass. It was
like, was it good, babe?
It was banging.
Yeah.
Why didn't you take a picture?
She was cute.
Why didn't you take a picture?
I don't know. I don't think I've made it to that creepy level yet.
Yeah, I have a hard time doing that.
Let me take a picture of a stranger.
Although I did take a picture of a stranger at Disneyland one time who was like, he had the craziest bowl cut. It was like shaved all around the sides and underneath, and then the whole top was just combed perfectly round and bowl cut. Hard line all the way around. And I was just like, I don't understand what's happening. I'm hoping he's in some kind of show. Like,
bowl cut.
He's going to Disneyland during the day, but that's for a reason at night. I don't know. It was so disturbing. Oh, I did take a picture of that albino guy that sat behind us at the Giants game one time and just like slathered on sunscreen the whole game, which I'm all about sunscreen. Protect your skin. Don't get cancer.
All about sunscreen.
And I don't think he was actually albino. I think he was just really pasty.
Probably because he put sunscreen on all day.
But dude was sitting in the shade. He was under the overhang.
That's funny.
The entire game. And I started to wonder if he was really that pale or if he just had so many layers of sunscreen on that it was making him look that pale. It was bad.
That's hilarious.
So I'm not above taking a stranger picture.
I think my favorite Giants game was your wedding game.
It was pretty fun. That little girl flirting with Blake the whole time was pretty hilarious.
Oh my god, that's still like my picture on my phone, I think. Oh no, now that I got a new phone, it's not.
Yeah, you got a new phone, and it's not even a ginormous one. It's not ginormous.
It's too big for me.
But you somehow feel that a pop dot will be helpful. Is that what it's called?
Yeah, I had one on my last phone, and I hated it.
Really?
I hated it.
I love mine.
Yeah, I don't know. It like...
Where did you put it? Right in the middle?
It was a little lower than the middle.
Oh. Well, did it pop out twice?
Mm-hmm.
So...
It was the name brand one.
Oh, I don't know if mine's the name brand one. Maybe that's why I like mine, because it's not the name brand one.
Could be.
Oh, it's a pop socket. That's the name brand.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pop dots are the little things that you use when you're like scrapbooking.
Oh, is that what you're saying to me?
No, that's the word I used though. That wasn't
I was
the
like,
correct
did
word.
you say pop dot? And I was like, I don't want that shit on my phone.
But I found one that was a donut when I was
it
at
was
Michael's
very
the other
cute.
day.
We
And
have-
I was like, Jessye,
We have one at home.
Jessye, you did this.
It must have been in one of our stockings or something. It's a little golf ball. Either Blake or I will use it.
That's cute. Give it to Heather.
Yeah, we maybe should. I don't remember who gave it to us though.
I laugh at Heather.
Maybe it
gave
was
to you.
Heather.
So that's why I'm like, maybe
That-
I
and
should
that.
be careful before I give it away.
Just re-gift it.
I'll take it.
I mean,
what I
it's so cute, and I
found.
like keep it because sometimes I think like maybe I'll
Oh,
try this
come
again.
on.
But it just hurt my fingers. I don't know. And it like I felt like it got caught on everything.
Yeah. No, mine really doesn't do too bad. But I also don't really put my phone in my pocket, like,
Oh, I do a lot.
except for in my scrubs. Otherwise, it's too huge to fit in a pocket.
I thought once, because I went to a Shinedown concert, and I was taking a video.
You just had to throw that in there, didn't
Had
you,
to.
Brad?
I
Yep.
like how you say Shinedown, like people know who that is.
Oh, I feel like
Because
people know who it is.
I have no
If you
idea.
listen to
who that is.
alternative rock,
I listen to a lot of rock.
They're like right up there with like 3 Doors Down. And
Yeah.
Nickelback.
I
Wow.
wouldn't go like that far. It's a little rude.
You're-
Mean.
You're not really selling them to me. What are they saying? Like, would I know it?
Staring,
down.
staring down the barrel of 45.
Oh, jeez.
Sing it to me.
Staring down the barrel of a 45, 45.
That
Sounds
beautiful.
just like Nickelback. Okay, Chad. Isn't that guy's name?
I think so.
Who?
Dye your hair blonde and keep your mustache dark, you weirdo.
If I could, I would. But I can't, so I won't.
Wow.
But yeah, so I was recording on my phone some of their songs and we'll just say like my memory started going full. So I need a new phone is basically what it comes down to after recording just a little bit, because I was looking around and everyone's phone is all brand new and all cool, and I'm looking at mine and I'm
you
like,
gotta keep up with the Joneses.
I do.
No, you don't.
No, you don't.
This little 5S.
Get the
That's
old
what
flip
I have,
phone.
and I miss my 5S.
That's
No,
what I
it-
had too, right before I got this big old huge motherfucker.
Right, but
I'm
this
really
whole
cussing a lot. I'm sorry.
this doesn't hold anything.
X-rated.
Listen to this story.
Look.
Do you think that the reason your phone's jacked and broken is because you were recording Shinedown on it?
Tabitha, you're adopted.
45.
Staring down the barrel. I have no idea. I have definitely heard of Shinedown. No.
No. Oh.
Dude, we're gonna have to pay so many thousands of dollars for that. Keep talking over it. Shh.
Don't
One
tag
of-
Shinedown in this shit.
I'm tagging them.
One of my gals that I work with, is that weird? I don't know her outside of work, so I feel reluctant to call somebody that I like only work with and don't know that well, like a friend.
I wouldn't call most of my coworkers my friends.
No, like I'm like,
I have a friend that anytime he references his coworkers, he always starts with "my buddy,"
my buddy.
and that's when you, even before, like, you don't even know the person, he'll be like, "Oh, my buddy Steve," and we're
I
like,
like that. I'm gonna start calling people my pal, because that's just real creepy. Oh yeah, my pal so and so.
Yeah.
Does that just not sound like the weirdest thing for an adult to say?
I like it.
My buddy. Well, I don't want to sound like condescending to be like my employee. I always say like my
My
coworker, but then I feel like that's too impersonal. So I want to be like, oh, one of the gals I work with.
I always say drones.
For some reason,
One
Blake.
of the drones I work with.
Oh, that makes sense, I suppose.
That's
for your job.
awesome.
For some reason, Blake's parents think that coworker is like the most ridiculous word. Like every time, like we talk about something at work, and we're like, "Oh yeah, our coworker," and they're like, "Coworker," and I'm like,
What is happening?
"What is? I don't."
Do they want us to
understand."
just be like, oh yeah, and then Bob did this thing?
Right.
When you don't know who the hell Bob is, you got to put the shit in context.
right?
Yes.
I know it's very. I don't know what their thing is with the word coworker. but-
Maybe that's like an inside joke that we don't know about.
Yeah, I don't know.
And you're like, oh.
They're like, "Is that what you guys really refer to them as?" I'm like,
Well, you don't call them that to their faces.
"Yeah, I don't go like, hey, coworker."
Coworker, can you help me with this?
I know all their names.
But they don't, which is why you need to quantify it. Like,
Yeah.
that seems totally legitimate to me.
So you don't have to go back and tell them.
Right, because
Yeah.
otherwise you'll be like, oh, Bob. Oh, he's a guy I work with. That's way more work.
Exactly.
Just say.
My coworker.
This
If you need to
drone.
know their name, then say, "What is your coworker's name?" Like, why do you need to know that? I don't know, but
Janice.
And then when I legit work with a Janice.
Oh
well,
my
not
gosh.
anymore.
did she get fired?
No, she moved to another office. One of my coworkers also went to Shinedown, and she was like, "Oh yeah, I listened to some of their songs," and I was like, "Oh yeah, this would be pretty cool."
Hot guy there. His name was Brad, I think.
Oh yeah, she's married and stuff,
Never mind.
and she has kids. And we all know that Brad has no scruples and does not care if a woman is married, but he does care if they have children.
Whoa. I have a can look, no touch policy.
To the
Nobody
kids.
said you can't look.
No.
at it.
The marriage.
What about a single woman with children? Is that also a look, don't touch policy?
No, that's a don't look because she's single with children, and Brad would never get that. Not get that. Would never get with that.
You don't know the.
And
I don't
by
know the.
with, you mean wit.
I don't
no
know.
H.
I don't know the struggles. I don't know what's going on in her
You
life.
don't know the struggles. That's right. You shush.
Maybe.
So my coworker also went to the Shinedown concert.
Don't know baby drama.
And she said, yeah, wasn't that great? I was like, could have told you that was going to happen.
No.
Probably the worst concert I ever been to in Chico was OTEP.
I've never heard of them.
You don't want to.
Is that like the end of Emotep?
They're metal, and like they wear these weird masks, and it was really
Do they look
bad.
Egyptian?
No.
I think it depends on where they're playing at.
Hey,
Where
I
was
have
this
a
concert?
question.
The fair.
The fair?
The fairgrounds, yeah.
What fair?
The fairgrounds?
The actual fair is not going on, though.
That's where they
At the
played. At the
fairgrounds.
fairgrounds.
Oh, but they didn't play at fair. They
No,
played at the fairgrounds.
Sorry, I didn't realize I had to. They played
Being
at
at
the
fair-
fairgrounds.
And being at the fairgrounds are two different things.
Yeah, but we were just talking about where people would play, and I started off with, it
At
depends on where they play, or where they play at the fair. Sorry, I didn't realize I had to finish that.
That's
Grounds
not till May, dog.
Yeah, dude, come
at the
on.
fairgrounds,
And we gonna be out of town.
So
and it was in the building. It was super hot,
That's right.
and the sound
a
quality
building?
kind of sucked. Yeah,
at the fairgrounds? Oh, jeez.
Well, 'cause
This
they didn't
sounds
know-
like a nightmare.
well, because they didn't know if it had
Sounds
been
like this place is gonna burn down.
had been raining for most of the day, so
They want their equipment to get wet.
I'm
They're
gonna stop.
Yeah.
Well,
extremely high quality equipment. I thought you said you were gonna stop.
I know, and then I just keep going. These pins are really bugging me.
I think it looks really nice. I think we should take a picture of it because
No,
you
it's
know what
not
we haven't
done.
done is just taking a picture lately.
It's not done.
It's
we
called
can
progress.
take a picture in progress. Remember?
Okay, fine.
We haven't not been good about doing that. Wait, let me make my thing higher. So there.
Oh, baby, baby.
Oh, we should get these friggin' Twizzlers in here. Put
How
your wine back
was
down.
I
We're staging a
supposed
gorgeous
to
picture for
know?
Booze and Glues. Nice.
Oh, missed it.
Oh, did you flip me off?
Well, mostly the craft.
Nice. So I started to tell you about when I went to the Dollop to see the Dollop.
Oh, yeah, that's right. We got real
Because
distracted.
it was after the baseball game. So we cruised down, picked up our tickets, bought a bunch of drinks, took them all in with us so we didn't have to get up in the middle of the show. Which it was
I'm
really...
surprised they sold you all the drinks.
Yeah, they were cool.
Okay.
It was pretty fun. It was really interesting because, once you went in the theater, your cups had to have a, lid on them. So they had these, plastic pint glasses, and then they put, it was almost like a coffee lid, from, a coffee cup, a travel coffee mug that, opens and closes. It was, decent quality for, a disposable glass. It was really
Wow.
funny. But apparently they don't want people spilling beverages in the theater. I'm just happy we got to have beverages.
Yes.
I don't think they would probably do a show where you couldn't have drink a beer while you're watching it.
yeah.
It's too depressing. I don't want to tell you the story they told because they were recording it, so it's probably going to come out.
You could.
But when they started saying the guy's name, Adam and I both just went, because so the guy I was sitting next to had gone to the early show. And he was like, yeah, they said, Dave came out and he said, one of my stories is depressing or discouraging and one of them sad. And I was like, so did you see the discouraging or the sad one already? And he's like, I don't know. And I was like, well, that doesn't bode well. And then when he comes out, they come out and everything. And then he's like, oh, this is the sad one. I was like, what? So as soon as he said the guy's name, which I almost have never known anything they were talking about prior to. And this guy, they said his name and when he was born and stuff, and I was like, oh no. Adam and I both knew the story already.
What do they talk about?
And it is so sad. It's history.
Oh.
So it's and usually it's the history that you don't get taught in school, it's usually pretty rough. And a lot of time there's because there's a deeper meaning to it. So he picks out things that it's hey, we can equate this to our lives today and how we're treating immigrants or what we're doing, like all these kinds of things. So, yeah, it was
Interesting.
It was a pretty rough story, but it was super fun, super funny. We did the whole VIP tickets, so we got to do the meet and greet and everything, and I had made them presents, so I gave them their presents. Which actually, I just wasn't quite sure how things were gonna go. So instead of doing a meet and greet where you get in a line and you have a minute with them or whatever, they actually just came out, sat on the front of the stage, and were like, "Hey guys, what's up? You have any questions?" And they just chatted with us for 45 minutes. It was crazy. Whoa. So
did you shout Gary?
No. Okay. No, everybody was shouting Gary because they teased Gareth that his name's Gary, and I was I yelled Gareth because
there's always
don't
somebody.
call him by his wrong name. I feel bad about that. I've always been really weird about people saying people's names wrong and spelling people's names wrong.
I can't stand it because people spell my name wrong.
Right? Yeah. I mean, same with me. And I'm no, have the respect.
There are situations that I don't care, like at Starbucks.
Starbucks.
Don't ask how to spell my fucking name. That's gonna take you way too much.
Yes.
time.
Oh, they
But
spelled
people that
Tabitha
know me-
hilarious the other day.
Yeah, people that know me, but you better be spelling my name right.
Right, because it's just a sign of respect. I care enough about you as a human being to know how to spell your name.
Yeah.
To me, that means something. So I just can't handle the I'm no, his name is Gary. It's not Gary. It's Gareth. See, I just said it back.
I know.
But yeah, so we sat and chatted with them. People asked questions. It was fun. And I wasn't sure if we were going to have any kind of one-on-one time. So I just was they were like, does anybody else have a question? And I was like, can I give you presents? And so they were like, yeah. And so I got up and they were like, you're going to do this in front of all these people? And I was like, I don't care. What? I have no chill. It does not matter to me. So I gave them their presents. They thought they were funny. And then they had everybody line up and they came up and did you could have something signed or get a picture, and they did that stuff afterwards. So I got to do that too, which was cool.
You didn't have to take your time giving them presents.
I know, and they were like, hey, we already know you. I was like, that's right.
What'd you get signed?
Very popular. Oh, I had him sign my chalkboard that said, say you're a guy.
Oh, nice.
So they both signed it. Yeah, they got a kick out of that. And they thought that the I Got Bombed at Harvey shirt was pretty funny. Yeah, so it was really fun. It was such a good show. I would 100% recommend going to watching a podcast live.
I want to go to My Favorite Murder.
We're going to talk about that because do you know that tomorrow the fan cult opens up? And if you sign up, you get first dibs on their shows. And the tickets go on sale on Monday, and they're announcing tomorrow their fall tour. And one of the dates is going to be in Sacramento.
Yes.
I'm so excited.
Let's go. We're doing it.
I'm joining the fan cult tomorrow.
Don't look at me.
150%.
What is it on?
They're myfavoritmurder.com.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's $40 a year. I'm doing it. I've never been in a freaking fan club for anything in my life. Ever. I've never been fangirled out about anything. And
You have to pay to be a part of a fan club?
Yeah, it's the fan cult.
Oh, I'm sorry. Do I get...
How do you think they make money?
Yeah.
Pro bono? I don't know. Thought it was,
Pro bono.
thought it was free.
They have ads and they go on tour. Yeah, so the fan club thing is you get special content. It's just doing Patreon or something. Patron? I don't know.
No, it's Patreon.
Is it?
Yeah.
Somebody says it wrong on something, and then I feel like I always say it wrong. One of the podcasts I listen to. Anyway,
I've always heard it pronounced Patreon, but...
Okay. I think that it's totally worth it. And if nothing else, if it gets me VIP tickets for Sacramento, it's worth it.
Yeah.
Because those could easily sell out before, the tickets go to the general public.
Oh, yeah.
And I can't have that. I have to talk to Karen and Georgia personally. Have to. I'm going to make them Booze and Glues t-shirts.
Yes.
I'm doing meet and greet with Kevin Hart.
Ooh.
Carefully,
That'll be fun.
Carefully, it doesn't take you home.
He is happily married.
I will also be happily married at that time.
Oh, shit. That is wild. Super wild. You know what? I had something that we had briefly talked about, and then you were going to tell me more about, and we never discussed it, and that was your wedding song. Did you guys pick a wedding song?
Oh, to dance to?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You were going to tell me about it one time.
It's
and we
Aaron Neville.
Was I going to tell you about it?
Yeah. Or is it a surprise?
I don't know.
I don't know what to like tell about it.
What is it?
It's a Zach Brown band.
Oh.
Oh, does it mention fried chicken?
No.
Please tell me it does.
Does not mention fried chicken.
Damn it.
What song is it?
Loving You Easy. It's not
I don't
about
know.
sex, Brad.
Oh, okay.
All I can think of is love, then you. You were singing all of that. I don't know that song.
I'm
I'll
not
have to
gonna
listen to
sing
it. That's okay. You don't have to.
They have two like kind of sweet ones, and so like Blake really likes Zach Brown band, and that's what
And
he wanted.
all
And
the
I
rest
was
of the songs say something about fried chicken.
like, one song says something about fried chicken, but like they're like more upbeat, or like some of his sad songs are like
About
like,
fried chicken.
sad, or like one's about his dad, you know.
Gotcha.
And but so there's like two more like lovey ones, and I was like listening to the lyrics of both of them to like pick, and one of them says something about like he used to be like a one night stand kind of guy. He'd always like be with a girl and leave him the next day. I'm like, we are not using that.
I'm not dancing to remember all those chicks you hooked up with. Now you're stuck with me.
Yeah. So it was an easy choice.
What about Miss Booty?
That works. Is that
Hey there, Miss Booty. Yeah.
a Zach Brown band?
No, not a Zach Brown band.
Oh,
No,
I was
no.
like, what is happening?
I have not yet picked one to dance with my dad to. I wasn't
Did
gonna.
you ask your dad? Does he want to do that?
No, but it's gonna be weird if Blake dances with his mom and I don't dance with my dad. So
Oh, and he does want to do that? She wants to do
yeah,
that. Yeah. I was going to say, not a lot of dudes are like, Mommy,
I
do
need
you
to
wanna
dance with my
But a lot of moms are like, you better freaking dance with me out of your wedding.
but we're doing well. Technically, we haven't even talked to her about it yet. But I know that, and you know, I wasn't gonna
Yeah.
do that.
Do short songs. Like, do a
Oh yeah,
little,
we're doing
No, like, cut them. Be like, come dance. Okay. And then into the next song.
30 seconds.
30
max.
seconds. You danced. You're done. Let's go.
There's some weddings like people do the whole song and you're just like sitting there like,
So uncomfortable.
especially when it's like just like it's like a super slow song and they're
And
not
it's
like they're just like
two
hugging each other like
people.
walking
Yeah.
in a circle,
so awkward.
and I'm just like, I don't know why we're watching this.
Yes. I'm uncomfortable because I know they're uncomfortable.
And so I don't want.
And
I don't.
everyone has to participate in this because weddings.
Yeah. I'm honestly, I'm not doing a lot of those, like,
I love
the
that.
event part of it. I'm
Yeah.
like, just everybody have freaking
You're
good
like,
time.
We get married, we party. I love it. That's great. That's the way it should be. Because
Like-
everybody doesn't need to, like, check off all the little boxes on the listo. And every year, it's like somebody comes up with some new shit. Like, this is the new wedding tradition.
Mm-hmm. And, well, so one of the weddings that I went to was a dry wedding. So obviously you got to fill it with a bit more stuff because it's not like people are.
You gotta entertain people.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, that's what I was just gonna say. I'm like, if they've started serving drinks at the point that dude's dancing with his mom, then whatevs. Because at least I'm sitting there drinking.
Yeah. But one of the weddings I went to, like, they did everything. So the whole thing, you were just, like, sitting there, like, you know, watching all this stuff happen. Like, they played that game. I think I said,
Oh, the
I always bring up the
shoe
shoe game.
I didn't even know that was
Yeah.
a thing, honestly.
I'm just like, that's too much.
It is too much.
Well, and it's funny because my mom's getting all nervous about the bridal shower. But we've always had this, like, most
Why
of the...
be nervous?
Well, that, but I mean,
gonna
most
be
of the
fun.
bridal showers we go to, some of them drag on
Yes, for days.
for a while. And I get you're excited about a baby, cool, but like, do we have to play 10 different games
No,
about a baby?
we don't.
And so my mom and I have that same feeling. And so I'm like, Mom, I know you're going to make it quick, in, out. I'm like, people can stay and hang as long as they want. If they
Yeah,
want
that's
to stay.
what I'm kind of like, let's not play a bunch of bridal shower games. And then let's just be like, okay, now it's just chill hang time.
Yeah.
Like, go out in the backyard.
If you want to go home,
set up beer
go
pong.
home. I don't care. If you want to stay and chill,
Yeah.
stay and chill. We could play a game or two. That's cool.
Yeah.
But 10 or 12 or
It's
5
not
hours
cool
of them.
and not enjoyable.
And then you open presents.
I do think that there is something good about having some way to like break the ice and mix the people.
Oh, yeah. You need a couple games.
You need something
You
because
definitely need a couple
otherwise
games.
it's like people are sitting on opposite sides of the room like they're boys and girls at a 6th grade dance.
Well, it's amazing to me how many people I know that
don't
do
know
not
each
know
other.
each other.
Yeah.
I just think about it and I'm
And
like,
you're just like, hey, stranger.
yeah.
and so
all
everyone's
the people that aren't going to know
uncomfortable.
anybody.
Now, once you start like playing a game, like people like start making friends or camaraderie or I thought of that same thing or
Yeah.
whatever. And it's enough.
Melds everybody.
Yeah, it's enough to like, oh, we have some common ground,
Mhm.
you know? I mean, I don't have this problem.
No,
I'm
you
like,
do
hi, I
not.
just met you. Now you're my friend. So I'm not worried about me. But, the general public.
You go to RSVP, dog.
Did I not RSVP?
I-
It's to your
no.
mother. Oh, on your
Not to
wedding
the bridal
site?
shower. Yeah.
I was
No, the RSVP card. Have you gotten the invitation yet? Check your mail tab.
Oh. Your actual wedding invitation?
Did you get yours? Because I haven't got an RSVP from you either, dude.
I don't think
Yeah.
I've gotten a wedding invitation from you yet.
I did. It's sitting on my desk.
Check
But-
your mail.
Yeah, I don't. I'm awful about checking my mail.
We sent it.
I had a package stolen from me the other day.
Porch pirates?
It's awful.
It is the worst. I'm
Send the
just
RSVP though, because that's Blake and I's favorite part of this whole wedding process so far.
Is getting RSVPs back in the
Yes.
mail.
Can I draw art on it?
Go for it.
Can
We would love that.
I
Yes.
send mine torn up into 10 different envelopes
No.
so that you get 10 RSVPs in the
No.
mail and 10 times the joy?
No.
No?
We haven't had anybody decline yet. It's freaking me out.
Well,
I'm
because
gonna
the people who are definitely
decline,
going to go
flip
there are
over.
already like, yes, I'm going to be there. And the people who are like, I'm not sure, trying to like weigh what they got going on. That's what I think.
I want your declines.
Wow.
Not mine personally.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Tab
that
kind of
would be
has
funny.
to be there.
Not coming.
Sorry, can't make it.
Psych.
My friend Sandra. So I don't go on Facebook hardly ever, right? But so
Yes.
I had sent my invitations
And
out.
now especially.
Yeah, like hardly ever. And I sent my invitations, and then I got a text like this Monday morning, and she was just like, because I put the amount of people everybody could bring, because I wanted to make sure people didn't bring children.
Right.
And so she got it, and it says 2 for her and her husband. And so she
And
texted
you didn't write adults only.
Well, no, but she texted me and she was like, "Is it okay if I RSVP for 3? Me, Johnny, and the baby?"
She's pregnant. Oh,
You should.
that's so
Did you
funny.
reply? Hell no! You keep that baby there.
Cannot bring. I said no children.
Not
In
even
vitro
not
is
even
okay.
fetuses. I know, because I told her I was like 3. Like, you can't bring a kid. I said no kids, and she's like, I can't help it. It's attached.
It's in me.
I was like, I'm kidding, because
It's
I
like-
called her.
It's like an alien.
No, she texted me
You
and I
poop that out.
called her back. She's like, I posted it last night on Facebook and I kept noticing you weren't liking it or commenting or anything. I'm like, I'm sorry, I don't go on Facebook.
No, I know.
I said if you had posted on Instagram,
I
would
would have
seen
been
it.
there. I know. People do that to me all the time, and I'm like, oh yeah, that's not a good way to deliver news to me. I'm sorry. Yeah, but if you get on Instagram,
Right.
I'm there. I'm all over it.
Yeah, so that was exciting. So
That is
RSVPs are fun.
Really exciting. How fun.
I know.
Oh,
I'll
I'm
put a
really
little
happy for
surprise
her.
in there for you.
Well, and I gotta know who you're bringing.
Don't we all?
It's probably gonna be a dude, just so I can pick up chicks there.
There are no chicks to pick up. How many times do I have to tell you this?
We like dudes though. It's cool.
Damn it! This is.
I almost said I don't own a single friend.
I don't own a single.
Any single women. Not a one.
I don't know any single women.
She ain't no Benjamin Franklin.
Like, honestly, I don't. I can name them all. My cousin Nicolette
She's
RSVP'd
single?
for herself and not bringing anybody. My Aunt Leslie only got one invite. My grandma Dottie only got one invite.
You're getting older here.
Blake's grandma only
My
got
booby.
one invite. I honestly think that's all of the single people I know.
Okay.
Oh, my ex-boss at Family Christian. I don't think she's seeing anybody.
Single ladies.
Anthony Ramirez is a single, very effeminate man.
I'll pass.
I want to be friends with him.
He's great. I don't know if he's coming, but because
Anthony,
he hasn't RSVP'd either.
come to the show.
He's really so fabulous.
Would you say he's bradulous?
No. Only Brad is bradulous.
Yes. Well, I'm really starting to hope that you're not planning on throwing a bouquet.
No.
Okay, because that would be sad.
There are some that are not married.
Right.
So I guess
yeah,
that would work.
That's true. But even then, like, people always push you out and you're like, I'm not single, you know?
Yeah.
But they're just like, you're not married yet. Then you feel kind of dumb because you're like, well, I'm in a relationship. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not looking for...
And most of
And then you catch the bouquet and then your significant other's like, ah, shit.
Right.
This is awkward.
Yeah. Like,
It's not good. These are terrible ideas. Who came up with this stuff?
What? I would.
You'd
I'd be like,
catch
yeah,
the
I'm gonna
bouquet?
marry this bitch.
we're not throwing a garter either.
Boom. Done. Not throwing shoes.
You gotta go classier. You gotta throw the panties. Is that it?
Even though I feel like
Are you going to set up a horseshoe pit? Because you could throw some shoes that way.
Yeah.
I don't think there will be a horseshoe pit.
Aw, dang. My dad's got all the stuff. We can hook it up. Horseshoes are fun.
They're fun.
Yeah. Hey, I think we're probably done.
Yep.
So, people, come find us on all the social medias.
Even Facebook.
Even
though
Facebook.
I said that I would do a lot more Facebook advertising, and then I haven't.
You know, I feel like Facebook is a dying thing.
Especially since Mark Zuckerberg is a jerk and a half. And sells all your information to everybody.
I mean, it's not a good look. So, find us on the Twitters. Instagram is owned by Facebook, but I like the picture thing part of it. But still, same algorithms, like just screwing us. So
Even YouTube is changing their shit. So if you're subscribed to people now, that doesn't really mean anything.
yeah, it's not great. I think Twitter's going to be where it's at.
I don't do Twitter, so
Tweet it at people.
Apparently, I'm never going to social media
Also,
again.
shout out to the lady that I met at the Dollop podcast who said she was going to check out my podcast. This is it.
This is our end.
Hello, Barbara. Why'd I guess that's her name?
I actually didn't get her name.
Wow.
Mm.
I was drinking.
Can't even shout out to Barbara.
I know. Hit us up on Twitter, Lady from the Dollop Show, and I'll shout you out with your actual name. Thanks for listening.
Sorry.
Also, if Gareth or Dave happened upon it and are listening, I love you, man.
You didn't like
That's to both
slip
you guys.
in our.
Also, sorry. All right, people. Drink up.
You have craft to do.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.